This edition of YouTube Suggestions is brought to you by the reopening of Corbin's Nose Burgers and Muck. If you slide into Corbin's Nose this Wednesday and dig a little deeper, you'll get a free sample of melted chocolate by James. Hey everybody, this is James and welcome to YouTube Suggestions 22, Deuces Cabooses edition. This episode is inspired by my friend Corbin from Corbin Connection Comedy, who with any luck will be on your screen right now. If you don't know the connection between Corbin and Deuces Cabooses, then you need to go check out his channel. What you're watching right now are clips from previously featured channels on YouTube Suggestions, where we take a look at 5 small channels on YouTube, all under 25,000 subscribers. I'll tell you a little about the channels and the creators behind them. If you see something you think you might like, all I ask is that you go to these channels and take a closer look. If you like what you see, then please consider subscribing to their content. And if you wouldn't mind, let them know where you heard about them. For this special edition, we are taking a look at 5 channels that incorporate humor into their videos. They are not necessarily comedy channels, so there will still be a variety, but they are channels that don't forget the funny in their final product. I do subscribe to all the channels I feature in YouTube Suggestions, but the creators of these channels are not necessarily subscribed to A View from the Middle, even though many of them are. I don't critique the channels, keeping it all positive, but I do call these reviews and not shoutouts. Are they actually shoutouts? I don't know, you tell me. These are just channels that I think have good content, and I think they should get more recognition. So hopefully we're all up to speed. All of these channels may have their share of funny, but nothing is as funny as a suggestion monkey. Grandmaster Phil is the self-proclaimed funniest unfunny guy on YouTube. Phil offers up mostly short videos sharing his dad jokes, many of them quick one-liners that would make any youngman proud. Things like, my girlfriend told me my phone was a male because it had no memory. And, how do you make a Swiss roll? You push him down the hill. But Phil is not all fun and games. He started the Couch Tater Party, hoping to gain some political influence. Okay, yeah, that's still fun and games too, but it would be great to inject a little humor into some of the things going on right now, that's for sure. The Funniest Unfunny Guy is sitting at about 1,400 subscribers as I make this. Phil's been around YouTube for about 5 years, but did give his channel a bit of an overhaul a while back. His videos only go back about 3 months, but he uploads a lot, so there is a pretty big archive to go through. I recommend starting with a couple of videos that begin with Pizza Sponsor Gives Back to Hospital Part 1 and 2, where Phil recognizes a local pizza place donating food to medical workers at the onset of the COVID-19 outbreak, or just pick one of his joke videos. There are a lot to choose from, so go get your funny on. I Want to Believe You is a duo from the United Kingdom that takes a great approach to paranormal investigation. They are self-proclaimed skeptics trying to get to the truth behind paranormal claims, taking submissions from other investigators that are willing to have their evidence gone over with attention to all aspects and details. I Want to Believe You goes over their submissions and tries to debunk what may or may not be paranormal evidence. Of course, they don't let everyone else have all the fun, as they do investigations of their own. No matter what their content, they have fun with it by adding their own sense of humor to the mix. I Want to Believe You is a fairly new channel, uploading their first video in March of 2020, and have already gathered 521 subscribers as I make this. Since it is new and the content is fairly time-consuming, there isn't a huge archive, but the 30 or so videos they have are very good. While their debunking videos are at the heart of their content, I recommend starting with one of their investigation videos called The Curse of Haywood Gallows. It's a great video. They captured some amazing evidence in that. If you like paranormal content and don't mind a giggle every now and then, go check them out. Stephen and Aubrey make up Goober Clunkers vlogs, a channel with the goal of simply making people smile. They certainly managed to do that with their adventures in and around the state of Kentucky, putting together some funny and interesting vlogs. We see the day the couple decided to go to the courthouse and make things official with a marriage certificate. They also surprised Stephen's mama with some appearances, play some pranks, and even dabble in a little ghost hunting from time to time themselves. These guys are great at taking pretty much anything and making it a fun day out, or even a day when they stay in. Goober Clunkers Vlogs had its first upload in August of 2017 and have gained 274 subscribers at the time I'm making this. Like everybody else, lockdowns have made it hard to get out and make videos, and they also had a loss in their family recently, so there hasn't been much from them the last few weeks. But there is a pretty big archive to go through on the channel. I recommend checking out some of their videos from last year called Meeting Kentucky Ranger Sherry and Carla Reeves, where they met up with those fellow YouTubers. Or maybe just check out one of their investigation videos. There's a lot of entertaining stuff, so go check them out. Justine Stafford is a comic that describes herself as an Irish girl stumbling through life. Justine offers up usually short, often bizarre, always funny sketches and vlogs from her home in Ireland. And with the current lockdown still in place, her recent videos as I post this are literally from her home. But there are still plenty of other locations in the archives. She had a funny interview with her vegan brother that has to be seen to be understood, and a roast battle with fellow Irish comic Brian Gallagher. There's also a report from the National Plowing Championships, which is indeed a thing, apparently. Justine uploaded her first video about 10 years ago, but it's only been in the last few months that she has put up most of her content. Since the COVID-19 lockdown started, she has really been cranking out the funny bits and skits. Of course, she's not unknown to YouTube, as she is one of the triers on the Try channel, which has no doubt helped her reach over 11,000 subscribers. In fact, a good place to start might be her video, My Trip to America with the Try channel, or her The Home Office Parody 2020, which I think a lot of people can relate to right now. Justine is a really funny comic, and I hope you go check her out. Brendan is a New Jersey transplant now living in North Carolina. That alone can bring its own comedy, especially when Brendan is trying to find the best Parmesan sub in the Tar Heel state. Evidently not an easy task. With a variety of content, the gent centers most of his videos on vlogs, and it becomes clear early that Brendan is a big NASCAR fan. In fact, his most popular videos are centered on racing, including one from Dale Earnhardt Incorporated that really took off. But there is a lot more, from museums to comic cons to Wild West shows, even a little hockey, all seasoned with Brendan's natural sense of humor. Brendan uploaded his first video in August of 2016 and has gained over 1,200 subscribers at the time of posting. Check out Visiting Dale Earnhardt Incorporated if you're a NASCAR fan as well. Of the more recent videos, I would recommend January 2020 Statesville, North Carolina Comic Con. I thought that was a really good one. He's also got a great video of the Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters you might want to check out. There's a little of everything here. Brandon even does some gaming and pops up with a live stream from time to time. He keeps things light, family friendly, and politics free. That's a great channel, so go check him out. Alright, those are the 5 featured channels for YouTube Suggestions 22. You can get to any of these channels at any time by clicking the icon in the upper right hand corner. To see more videos like this one, check out the YouTube Suggestions playlist at the end of the video. And of course, if you aren't already subscribed here, you can do so by clicking the red button on the front page. or the double arrow one-way sign in the bottom right-hand corner. For every person that does not subscribe, the COVID-19 virus lingers for another day. Okay, that's not true, but I hope you subscribe anyway. Before we close things out, we bring back the 6th channel. This is a channel that has over 25,000 subscribers, but one that I think has great content, and you might still want to check it out. When I decided to bring this back, I was originally going to keep it to channels that were over 25,000 subs, but still under 100,000. And in making of this video, I figured out that was actually going to be really hard. So I won't limit the number of subscribers for the 6th channel, but I will try to keep it to the smaller, big channels, if you will. For YouTube Suggestions 22, I decided to go with a channel that I found through Corbin Connection Comedy, Poppin John SBK. While Poppin John doesn't make use of a lot of comedy, it is a fun channel to watch. John is a movement artist and choreographer based in Los Angeles that some of you may have seen on the 3rd season of World of Dance. Honestly, I never even heard of that show, but I do know John has a great YouTube channel. He gives instruction on how to do certain dance moves or just shows off some of his talent. He even has an appearance on The Ellen Show on his channel. Currently, he is sitting at about 758,000 subscribers and has been on YouTube a long time, uploading his first video on November 30th, 2005. So, his channel is really a chronicle of his career from just another YouTuber to network television. Pretty interesting stuff. Go check him out if you haven't already. Well, that's YouTube Suggestions 22, Deuces Cabooses edition. Hope you found some channels that you weren't aware of, and keep in mind the success of these videos really depends on you. If you see a channel you like, don't forget to go check them out. YouTube doesn't do much to support small channels anymore, so it's up to us to help each other along. It should be pretty obvious where we're going now. Corbin, take us out.
Guess what? That's a wrap.